All right, I think we're ready to go. What's up, everybody? My name is Chandler Dawson, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an introduction before I start. Mainly, all you need to know about me is I am a huge gamer. I didn't always become I wasn't always a huge gamer when I was younger, but I still played because I wasn't a very big sports person, or I lived in the middle of nowhere. I didn't really have any other neighbors, so it was basically just me and my brothers who played games a lot. So I just wanted to show a few pictures of me gaming. Keep a note; these are not very exciting pictures, so don't expect like anything wild. Uh, so the first picture that I have is back when I was young, first starting out playing video games. I was no good. Like I couldn't get past the first level. This was an old Jimmy Neutron game called Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies, and it was probably one of my favorite ones. Even though I could never beat it or get past the first level, like I struggled a lot, and even though I struggled, I enjoyed it. And over time, I realized that this is something that I really like. Uh, it's something that I should do more often. I did. I played SpongeBob games. I played a lot of like TV show games like SpongeBob, Timmy Turner, and around when I got into middle school, I found this other game called Batman Arkham Asylum, and this game basically changed everything that I knew about video games because I'm also a huge comic book nerd, and I love Batman, and this game just changed everything because it had story, it had characters, it just had a good protagonist. I mean, it's Batman, and it opened my eyes to what games could be, and I started critiquing them a little bit. Like this part was good, but I wasn't a fan of this part and what they could have done better. And I got in really more into story games than anything else. Games with a good story, good characters. It I don't know, I just like when a story all comes together. And Batman Arkham Asylum really opened my eyes to what a game's potential could be uh, with it. And years down, we had more Batman games: Arkham City, Arkham Knight, more story games like Uncharted, things like that. And then a couple years, 3 years ago, we had a game called Red Dead Redemption 2, which was one of the best story games that I could ever play, that really opened my eyes to how to write good stories, what characters are needed for a good story, and it just all came together with this game. And I remember buying this game being and finishing it and being like, "Whoa, that was insane!" Like I've never seen a video game do something like that in a while. And then I started collecting, like going back before when I started playing those Timmy Turner games, went back and found story games like that, started collecting them. And my parents realized that I was starting to collect some games and find them. So they bought me like this little shelf that I could just put games on it. This is a smaller version. I have a bigger one because like some of these aren't even story games. Like the basketball ones are my brother's, whatever. But it opened my eyes to what a good story could have in a video game and how it can be told. And so I started finding them. You can also see my anime collection. I also like Dragon Ball. Just throwing that out there in case anybody was wondering. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how much I love video games and how much a good story in a video game matters to me. And honestly, that's about it on how much you really want to need to know about me per se. I like comic books. I like video games. I like Dragon Ball. So that's basically all there is about me that really signifies who I am. Like if you want to get to know me, those are some things that you could bring up in conversation or talk about. Like that'll that'll make me happy. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's a little bit about me. So hope y'all enjoyed it.